How did a private end up giving orders to a general? I was a communications specialist at Fort Stewart, barely 6 months out of basic training. My job was maintaining the base's emergency broadcast system. Not exactly glamorous work, but somebody had to do it. It was a Tuesday afternoon in March when everything went wrong. A massive tornado was bearing down on our base and the surrounding towns. We had about 30 minutes before it hit, and thousands of people needed to evacuate immediately. I was alone in the communications center when General Brooks burst through the door with his entire staff. This was a 2-star general, the kind of guy who usually had colonels fetching his coffee. "We need to broadcast evacuation orders to every radio and TV station within 50 miles, he barked. "How fast can you make that happen?" I looked at the equipment. The main broadcast system had been upgraded the week before, and I was literally the only person on base who knew how to operate it. The manual was 300 pages long. "Sir, I can do it, but you'll need to help me," I said, immediately realizing I just told a general he needed to help a private. His staff looked horrified. Colonels don't usually see their general taking orders from an E2. "What do you need?" he asked without hesitation. The tornado was getting closer. We could see it on the weather radar, a massive F4 heading straight for us. "Sir, I need you to hold down this red button while I configure the transmission frequencies," I said, pointing to the control panel. "Don't let go no matter what, or we'll lose connection to the entire network." General Brooks, this decorated war veteran with 30 years of service, positioned himself at my workstation and pressed the button like his life depended on it. "Now, sir, when I say activate, you need to flip that switch and speak directly into this microphone. You'll be broadcasting to approximately 200,000 people. For the next 20 minutes, I directed a 2-star general like he was my assistant. "Sir, increase the volume on channel 7. Now switch to emergency frequency. Hold that button down longer." He followed every instruction without question. "Ready for broadcast, sir. You're live in 3, 2, 1. General Brooks delivered the evacuation orders while I managed the technical aspects, making sure his voice reached every radio, TV, and emergency system in the region. We coordinated 17 different broadcasts as the tornado approached. I'd tell him which buttons to press, which frequencies to use, when to pause for emergency sirens. The evacuation was successful. Everyone got out safely. The tornado destroyed half the base, but no lives were lost. After it was over, General Brooks turned to me and said, "Private Jackson, in 30 years of military service, that was the best example of leadership under pressure I've ever witnessed." His aide looked confused. "Sir, you were the one giving orders." "No," the general replied. "Private Jackson was commanding this operation. I was just following his lead. I got promoted to specialist 6 months early. But more importantly, I learned that real leadership isn't about rank. It's about who has the knowledge and skills needed to get the mission done."